Hello and welcome to Check It Out with Rich. We went to the Hershey show this year and we were standing next to a 32 talking to other people, and Becky's standing here and she's doing this. And all of a sudden she yells out, "Rich, this is metal." So I come over, look, and I can't believe I didn't notice it, but yeah, that 32 did have metal saddles. So right then Ab come walking past and he said that probably about October of this year, all the avenues will have metal saddles. So I already cracked both of mine. I actually put a piece of trim across here to help protect it so I don't crack it anymore. And of course our plastic, I repeat plastic, cracks. So I just added this step tread and it seems to be working pretty good. So I contacted Alliance and ordered two. I can't remember the price. I'll put that price right down here. And so I got the one in. I was hoping it'd be a direct replacement, but they're not. But let me show you the metal ones and then we'll get to the install. Okay, there's two things I do not like about this. Now this is only like 16 gauge steel, so it's pretty thin. It's rigid, but it's still pretty thin. So one of my biggest dislikes is they should have moved the hole out here and then this one over here. That way, if something should happen to catch us, it's not going to peel it over. Same way with this side. Okay, my other dislike is this hole. It's bigger than the other one. So I don't know if they put different, don't even know what you call it, but I don't know if they put different sizes in here that are bigger, but when I put mine in, I only have like an 1/8 inch between the edge and where the hole is. I'll show you a picture once we go and take a look. Other than that, that's my only two dislikes. I think you're gaining a little extra room just because you don't have the rounded corners. Everything's squared off, so I do believe you do get a little extra room. All right, let me bring you in and I'll show you what I did to get this thing in. Okay, the other thing I do like about it is this port. I know the name of this, I just can't think of it right now. But this is actually over to the left more instead of have a little bit of space. And when I put this in, I actually put the cover so it goes this way. It's out of the way. I don't think it's gonna get ripped off or anything. Okay, so what I did with the other thing I don't like is I added another screw here on each corner just to hold that lip down. I may add another one here, we'll find out. But what I had to do to get it in, I had to trim off about a 1/2 inch of the wood on this side to get it to fit down inside. And then the other problem was some of these screws in the back, like this one, and these two missed the wood. This isn't a good straight cut going across here. It's no big deal. I'll show you underneath what I did to fix that. Okay, all I did was I cut some 1 inch by 1/8 inch aluminum flat, and I just drilled holes in it for 2 screws, and then I drilled all the way through, and I put number 8 screws in with lock nuts. So it's not going anywhere. And I got the last one down there. And then here, you'll see what I mean about the size of the hole. Get a little more light on there. Yeah, there's not much room for the to drill the holes. You only have about an 1/8 inch there, but it works. Yeah, then if I have to, I may go ahead and put an additional screw in between each one of the original ones, just to hold that down in case I catch something. Mainly the toolbox is the biggest thing. It's really going to do any damage to it. All right, so the other side's going to be a lot more involved. Hopefully it goes as easy as this, but I don't think it's going to. So let's get over there and I'll show you what all I got to do to get this in. So let's head on over and see. Okay, well, as you can see, the first thing I have to do is get all this stuff out of here so I can get in here and work. You can't see the step tread I put on here to protect it. I got a nice little crack here about 4 inches. So it's been doing its job, but sooner or later, it's going to bust up some more. Now what I'm gonna have to do to get this out is this needs to be disconnected, either unscrewed, lifted up. I'll figure that out once I get there. But one way or another, I'm getting that new saddle in here. So, all right, so let me get this cleaned out and I'll get back to you. Okay, I have everything cleaned out. So the first thing I want to do is take my utility knife, and this was originally caulked around here and it came off a little bit, so I re-caulked it. So I want to take my knife and cut this out. And then after that, I'm going to try to get this Nautilus panel loose that I can hopefully move it back, if not at least up. I'd rather get it back out of the way, but we'll see once I get everything loosened up. So let me get this caulking undone here. All right, then we'll take these screws out and see what this Nautilus panel is going to do. Now, as you see, that trim is just sitting there once I took the screws out. Okay, we got some on this side. Okay, that's out. And there's a piece of angle going up here. I'm gonna leave that in for right now, and if I have to, I'll take it out. But right now, I'm thinking it's loose. So let me get a little pry bar and we'll see if we can pop it up out of here. Okay, so some of the original caulking is still sticking. So we'll just force that off. And I think we have it all free. Now let me see if I can push it back. That would be a best case scenario. Once I clear this upright, I should be good. Okay, I got it back pretty far. If I need to go back any further, I'm gonna have to take the cold water supply line going to the water heater to get it to go back any further. But other than that, it looks like that's all I have to do. All right, let me get the screws out of here and we'll see if we get this thing out of here. Okay, I got all the screws out. So next thing I gotta do is take my knife, and this is all siliconed up around here, and cut that out, and it should hopefully pop right out. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a little angle clip right here I got to take off. There's one on the other side also. So let me get that one out. Okay, yeah, that's all that was. So let's see what we got here. Oh, sometimes I'm not too bright. There's screws underneath I have to take out. I was wondering why it wasn't moving. Okay, I got all the screws out finally. This one down here was stripped. I just had to take my screwdriver and pop the plastic out around it. All right, so this should move my towels. And it comes right out. You can see how they really love this stuff. Okay, now next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and clean up all the caulking that's here. But first, I'm just going to see if that thing will fit in here. And then I can take it back out and get this all cleaned up, and hopefully I don't have to trim anything. And this cut here looks like a nice straight cut as compared to the other side. So hopefully I don't have to put any stripping or anything in there for the screws. All right, hopefully this thing goes right in and comes right back out just as easy. And I'm definitely going to have to trim out some of this side. So let me figure out what I need to do to, how much I need to take out. And I'm also going to have to take out this angle on the side. So let me get that done and we'll get back to you. Okay, I got all the silicone cleaned up. I do need to cut this side, so I'm going to bring in and show you what I did to mark this off. Okay, I just put some painter's tape down here and I marked it off where I need to cut. So it's pretty much what I had to do on the other side. So let me get that cut out and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, I'm just going to use the oscillating tool to cut that out, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, as you can see, it's raining. It's going to be 60, 65 tomorrow, and it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So I have to get this done. After that, it's going down into the 30s. So I want to get this done and get some caulking on this so it all seals up and cures good. Okay, I ran into some problems. Let me bring you in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, remember I said this cut was very nice, straight, no zigzag, no nothing. It is. It's a beautiful cut. The only problem is it's back about 3/4 of an inch. So what I did here was I took some Flex Seal and I wrapped this around. I cleaned under here real good so it would stick. And so far it's not coming off. If I see it starting to come off, I'll throw some staples on it. And while I was here, I figured I'd go ahead and throw some rust inhibitor paint on here, clean it up a little bit. Easier to get to, it's wide open. All right, let me show you the saddle, what I did to make this work. And it's not easy, it's not bad, it's just a pain in the butt. So let's go look at the saddle. Okay, hopefully you can see this all right. Yeah, right here. I notched this piece out. That'll fit over the floorboard in there. And I did both sides. And I also, where are we at here? Okay, I also drilled a hole at the very end of this tang. Sorry for the lighting, but it's about the best I have. Yeah, you can see it here. I drilled a hole here just to keep this tang end down. So what this is going to do, it's going to drop straight in up against the outer wall, and then I'm going to slide it back till it hits the very back of the cutout. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the outline here and put a bead of caulking. I bought some black silicone, so I'm going to put that on. Now once I get that on, I'm going to go ahead and set the saddle in. So we'll come back after I get the saddle set in. Okay, you can see the gap I have here. So what I'm going to use to fill that up, I had a piece of 1x4 PVC board. So I took it to work, I cut it to length, I ripped it down, drilled some holes in. So now I'm going to put that down in this hole, screw it together, get the two side pieces in, and then I'm going to screw the back down. I don't want to screw this down until I get this piece secured. Okay, I got it all done. I'm trying to bend down to keep the light in my face. It's dark out here. And got it all done. I'm happy with it. Too bad this side here didn't cooperate a little bit more, but it's done. I can't complain. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, hopefully the lighting's not too bad. I don't know why this side just right in here is cocked up a little bit. I tried fudging it around to try to get it in. It's no big deal. I may go ahead, like I said, on the other side and add some screws in between. I don't have the Nautilus panel back right now because I have a couple other things I want to do there. But when you do put the Nautilus panel in, don't turn your water on and walk away. Put your Nautilus panel in, keep your access panel off, and turn it on and check for leaks. Once you start moving those fittings around, the twist-on fittings, not the crimp. But sometimes they'll work free and leak a little bit. And I'm definitely happy with it. There's the access port. Okay, so in case you're wondering, the price is $96 and change. Now, shipping's a different story. We're not getting into shipping. But it is steel, it's not aluminum, and it's roughly about 16 gauge steel, which isn't too durable, but once you get it in there, it's not going anywhere. It is powder coated. I do like it a lot, and definitely on this side, since I added that 3/4 inch spacer, I definitely have more room. But even without that, you do have a little bit more room because you don't have the radius corners and everything. So I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna go get dried off, and hopefully this helps somebody out in case you ever have to change one, put a spacer in, whatever. I went through about 3/4 of a tube of caulking for both sides. I got the black silicone, and that's it. I'm pretty happy with it, and I'll finish up my other 2 projects here next couple days when it's cold. And hopefully this helps you all out. And once again, thanks for checking out. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.